All
Okay,
right.
so we're going to count the votes during our headliner, and then we'll announce the winner of Prom Lord at the end of the show.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
All right. So I am about to cry because the headliner is my baby girl and is one of my absolute favorite people of all time. She hosts Hear You Loud and Queer with Me, which is another amazing queer comedy show that y'all should go to, okay?
Yep.
And she also hosts Lady Killers with Devin, who you just saw.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. She's a fucking icon.
Yep.
She's paved the way for queer people in this scene, and
Truly.
the most important thing is she's really, really hot. So you're about to see our prom queen.
Are you guys ready for your prom queen? All right.
Right. Give it up
For
Allie J. Ward.
Bring your flowered hat. We'll take the trail marked on your father's map. Oh, kiss me. Beneath the milky twilight, lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open head, strike up the band, and make the fireflies dance, silver moon sparkling. So kiss me.
If we took my glasses off right now, would I be hotter? Nobody gets the reference. Oh my gosh! How y'all doing? You having fun tonight? Yeah, good. Devin was talking about the field. How many of you all are on the dating apps? It's audible. Why is that? You can't do it? Okay, you just don't want to? Okay. I don't blame you. Dating's hard. It's weird. It's rough out there. I am on the dating apps. How is every single profile somebody has golden retriever energy? Every single one, right? Okay, really? Yeah, but in Portland, I love that because it's up for interpretation. You know, right? Like, are you a fun-loving person who likes to go on adventures, or do you require a leash, collar, head pads? Good girl, right? Put me in the back of the Subaru is all I'm saying, right? Yeah. I am dating, though, for the first time in 15 years. Thank you. Yeah. So brave. Gross. Ew. Don't ever say that to me again. But no, I'm dating again. I have managed to get myself a boyfriend. Boo. Fucked up. Shouldn't have done it. Ugh. No, he's pretty cute. An interesting thing about him is he's British. Yeah. Ooh. Right. Okay. We're into this. We're hooked now.
It's the accent.
It's the accent, right? Yeah. And I thought that at first, because he'd say things like brekkie instead of breakfast. If he was going through it, he was having a bit of a wobble. Oh, it's adorable. But the more I'm dating this guy, the more I realize how deeply unsexy the language and accent actually is, And like, I cannot be turned on when he says he wants to put it in my arse. How am I supposed to respond to that, right? Well, munch on my crumpet, will you? It doesn't feel right, Yeah. How would that even go? He's like, is it in it? Is it in? The worst part is when he comes, he says, blimey, and I can't. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, asshole. Sorry, arsehole, right? Yeah. If you're gonna kill the mood, like, I can do that too, So now every time he gets close, I say, well, call me Paul Revere because the British are coming. Yeah. Could be why we broke up. I don't know. I do miss him a lot, though. One reason why is he made me feel very affirmed in my gender. As a trans woman, that's very nice. But it's been showing up for me in other aspects of my life, which has been great. I recently bumped into an old family friend who I hadn't seen in a very long time, and they gave me this compliment. I was sort of taken aback by it. But they said, Allie, I can't believe how much you look like your mom now. Yeah. Yeah. And I think after hearing that, I have to detransition, Like, I went too far. Shit. But no, I am trying to get a boyfriend again because I am trying to get pregnant. Okay, that's the move. Thank you. Yes. And if you're wondering how that's gonna work, doctors are saying that like soon they're gonna be able to take a womb and ovaries and transplant that into the body of a trans woman. Yeah, right. Cool. Like it's a big deal because it's a lot of trans women's dream to have that ability to get pregnant and carry a child and give birth to their own child. And I'm signing up for that. Like I want that for me, you know. But I don't want kids. Yeah, I don't want them, you know? I'm just petty, okay? So I'm just getting abortions. Like that's... Thank you. Yes, thank you. That's the move. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. My only goal in life is to break conservative minds. Yeah. And I feel like trans woman abortion would fuck up their worldview. Right? Yeah. I feel like that's what's getting us back on track with Roe versus Wade. They're just like, wait, trans women are getting pregnant? Shh, fuck, you were right, we were wrong. Flew too close to the sun on that one. How about the men in the room? Make some noise. All right, some proud boys. That's what's up. How we doing? Love to see it. Fellas. I have a question for the fellas in the room, if it's okay. So this technology that could exist for me as a trans woman could also apply to you guys. And you could get womb transplants and give birth to children. I gotta know, would you consider doing it? I'm gonna ask you first. Just do it as a bit. Yeah. You do it as a bit. Uh-huh. Oh, you want to experience pregnancy cravings? Okay, so you're in. You would do this. Hell yeah, bro. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what's up, bro. Hell yeah. How good is your gender reveal party going to be? Right? Yeah, it's just you and your boys kick back, kill an 18 rack of Coors and throw up and be like, oh, it's a boy. Like, it's fun. Hell yeah. How about you? Would you get one? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, your body, your choice, huh? That's pretty cool. Why not?
I already have kids.
You already got kids. Okay, yeah. Someone else did that work for you. Got it. Cool. All right. I've been asking a lot of men this question, and I'm having a blast. It's been really fun. Yeah. I asked one guy in the audience, and he goes, would I have to get my period? Like, are you there, God? It's me, Matt. Yeah. I have been getting criticism for doing this bit. I had a woman in the audience interrupt my set and say, well, where would the baby even come out of? And, like, I know it's like a common criticism of trans women that we don't understand basic biology. But the baby would come out where it always comes out of, the butt. Like, we know this. This is not hard. Yeah. This is not hard, people. Yeah, the baby comes out of the butt. Piss is stored in the balls. We know this, right? My favorite thing that's happened to me about when I've done this bit is that I got to tell it in front of my mom one time. And that was great because, like, for a second, she thought she was getting grandkids. Yeah, not gonna happen, Mom. Sorry. I will get, like, so because I'm trans, I'll post comedy clips, and because of that, I get trolls, just people who are mean in my messages and my comments. And I had a guy who was a bodybuilder message me and call me a freak, like a bodybuilder, you know? And I replied to him, I said, you are just as trans as I am, homie, you know? Yeah. It's like we both hate our bodies and inject ourselves with hormones to fix that. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Same team, you know? Yeah. This sounds like dysphoria, dude, you know? One shot day, you want a spotter? Let's go. But I've been getting trolled online for being fat more than I am for being trans. It's a new one for me. I had a guy who commented Allie's pronouns are fee, fi, fo, fum. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. You're right to laugh. It is so funny. Like, I'm stealing it. Like, that's mine now. Like, I'm just going to start walking around, pushing people out of the way and be like, excuse me, my pronouns are fee, fi, fo, fum. Could you please fucking move? Like, I get to do that. I get trolled in real life, too. But she's called my doctor. Anyone see their doctor? Yeah? Okay. I think my doctor's trolling me. She recently diagnosed me as morbidly obese. Yeah, I know. And I think she's done that because to her, I'm already dead, you know? Like, any problem I go with to her is just lose weight. But, like, I half expected when I came... Oh, well, also, okay, weird. Morbidly obese? Like, why don't we apply morbid to other conditions? You know? Right? Yeah, little snaps. Yeah, like, I don't get to say somebody is morbidly pregnant, right? Yeah, like, their lives are over. What futures do they have, right? But I half expected when I came out with my doctor's trans that she's just going to say, Allie, are you sure you just don't hate your body because you're fat? Like, are you sure that's not it? And I think being fat actually gave me a head start on my transition because before I even took hormones, I was already growing boobs and I could not see my dick. And that's like, it's two things I need in the first place, y'all. I'm already ahead of the curve here. But trolling's unescapable. The most common comment that I get is you'll always be a man. That one's annoying, and maybe at some point like I was a man, but that man sucked. Okay? He was really sad. He was pathetic. His name was Kyle. Yeah, yikes. Yeah, anybody know a Kyle? Boo, exactly. Thank you, right? Yeah, Kyles cannot be expected of anything. You know what I did with Kyle, with my Kyle? I killed him. Okay? Yeah, thank you. And you know how I felt after I killed that man? I felt euphoric. Okay? So I think all I'm trying to say is if you kill a white man, like any white man, it might feel like euphoria. I want that for all of you. Come on, treat yourselves. Let's go. I want to do this material, but I don't know if y'all are up for it. Is this crowd kinky at all? A little bit, half the room, I see. Okay, well, we'll see where this goes. I have been watching some pretty kinky stuff lately. It's called the Food Network. Anyone else dabble? Yeah? Okay. I love the Food Network. It's like the kinkiest channel on television, They got a show on there called Cutthroat Kitchen. Yeah, that is just BDSM cooking. They tie them up, they whip them. You got a little foot fetish, a little barefoot Contessa, get in there. They got a show on there called Beat Bobby Flay. I want to do that. I want to beat Bobby with a flay, Let's go. You just put your hand up. You're up for that? You're like, me too. Yeah. But I love the Food Network as a switch, Because, like, every woman on that network is a top, and every man is a bottom, right? Yes, God. And, like, I want to throw around Jeffrey Zakarian. But I need Alex Guarnaschelli to dominate me, Yeah, yes, chef. Come on. I am lying about being a switch. I am a bottom. Shocking to hear. I'm sorry to disappoint y'all. Yeah, I'm a bottom. I recently found out I'm actually a certain type of bottom, which has been interesting. And I found this out through impact play, which is where you get like hit with implements and stuff and spanked, right? And maybe most bottoms, if they get hit, maybe they'd yelp in pain. Maybe they would moan. That would be sexy. But I found out when I get hit, I just giggle. Yeah, and it turns out it's a real term called a giggle bottom. Like, that's me, okay? And I'm having one problem with it. I'm having, like, one problem with it, and it's too adorable. I'm sorry. It's really hard, Like, I'm sorry. Like, I want to get hit and I want to feel pain, but nobody wants to hit something that's so fucking cute, Right? I know you didn't hear any of that. So my question for you is, would you hit a giggle bottom? Oh, yeah. Cute. Cute. We found the kinky ones. Here they are. He must be the bottom.
Check them out.
Are you shy? Yeah. You're like the only bottom I know that doesn't like attention. What is this? Oh no. All right, I'll leave you alone, baby. It's okay. We'll top later. It'll be fun. I can't top for the life of me. We can co-bottom. That'll be fun. So I moved back to Portland a few years ago, and I work in the restaurant industry, work in bars and stuff. And so moving back to Portland, I forgot how outwardly kinky Portland customers are, right? I like people like come into my bar with like little furry tails poking out and little collars and stuff, and I love it. Like I think it's great. But I'm at the point where like I just want to see it full force, you know? So like, you know, I want to see that full persona at my bar. If you're an adult baby, bring the bottle up. Like I'll fill it up for you, you know? If you want to bring your puppy girlfriend, totally cool, but she's got to be on a leash, right? But if you order her a glass of wine, I'm going to be so pissed because dogs cannot have grapes. But it got me thinking, the restaurant industry is struggling, right? Like it's really having a hard time. And I think catering to kinky customers is what's going to save it. So you are all now my sharks, and I'm here to pitch you a restaurant model, okay? And we'll see if we're invested in this. Now, restaurants are already inherently kinky, right? Yeah. So if you order a charcuterie board, that is just an implement you can take home and use, okay? Customers are inherently bratty. They walk in the door, they ignore every sign and instructions, right? You ask them what they'd like to eat. They ask you for recommendation. You tell them. They go, actually, I'll have something else. They demand waters and refuse to drink it. It's stupid. And if you have a humiliation kink, we got birthday singers, you know. So we're already like kind of close. So here's the model I have to pitch to y'all. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get dominatrixes to be our managers, which makes a lot of sense, right? Yeah, exactly. They run a tight ship. You don't speak to the manager unless you've been spoken to, you know? Yeah. Free labor beyond that, we're just gonna get sissy maids to be your servers. Yeah. They are gonna work with a smile and clean the toilets with their tongues, no problem. I'm excited. I'm excited for the secret menu at this location, right? Because like who isn't gonna enjoy a lovely, like, you know, we got a list of reds and whites, maybe some yellows. Yeah. Who wouldn't love a nice Pinot, you know? This one will get you a nice little Urinay, Mac, you know? And if you want your wine decanted, the server will gargle it at the table for you. So I'm really excited for that. The one thing I really want from this is just like I can't wait for the Yelp reviews, you know? Like manager spit in my face and called me a little bitch. 5 stars. So I think we're in. I think everyone's excited for this, but we got to come up with a name, right? You know, and like I want a chain. Like we gotta get a lot of these out there. Lots of chains. And yes, thank you. Yeah, we need chains and whips. And so we could be, I don't know, like Apple BDSMs maybe, Chili's for obvious reasons, Olive Dungeon. When you're here, your leather family. You know? So, I don't know. Are y'all in? Yeah? Okay. Perfect. We're there. Perfect. How much time do I have? I don't know where I'm at in this world. Okay, 3 minutes. Okay, perfect. So, as I said, I've been in the restaurant industry a long time. And my last job, they actually had to come out and start my transition. And my work was very supportive because they immediately docked my pay by 16%, which I thought pretty progressive, y'all. It's great. But all my coworkers were like really supportive and super sweet. It was so cute. But I did have one coworker who's a cishet man, and he wanted to relate his experiences to mine as if they were the same, and they're not. But he approaches me and he says, "Allie, I too know what it's like to feel discrimination. A lot of people have opinions about my body and what I put into it because I'm vegan." Yeah. And I could tell this was like a really vulnerable moment for him, you know? And I just said, "You are so brave." Yeah. We'll just change the moniker for you, you know? LGBTQ, you know? Bisexuals won't mind. They never feel erased or anything. Thank you. Love you. I was like, did your dad stop talking to you when you came out as vegan? Did that happen? No? Okay. My dad did stop talking to me when I came out as trans, which is unfortunate. It's unfortunate because my mom still talks to me, and I don't want to do that anymore. You know? Yeah. Like, I can't have another conversation with her teaching her how to use her iPhone, you know? Like, a child made this, Mom. It is not complicated. Jeez. Vegan coworker. Look, we're cool. We had a great conversation. You know, because we just understood at the heart of things. We were both just trying to cut out meat. So. My name's Allie J. Ward. Thank you so much. Have a lovely night.